the shader. It was actually one of those like, I can't go to sleep until I do this. And obviously I found something very interesting everybody else will run into. And it's one of those mind-boggling things that you will just go, it will drive you nuts. And it is the fact that it automatically will destroy the variables. And then I put and you could put your uniforms both in your fragment and vertex shader to get both passed. So I had to ask AI for a little bit of help, and he came up with like weird alternative debugging strategies or something. Okay, I'll go into and just show what key points. So the key points are uniform declaration. Uniform is declared with the U in the front, just to be kind of clear. So vec2 is a uniform 2, or vec4 is a 4f. And they could be also matrices, obviously, like the projection matrix. I would like it to be orthogonal or something. Oh, but the other key point is oh, where was it? Was it up here still? Yeah, common issues. Sorry, not key points. Common issue key points. So uniforms not found. This was the big one. And ensure uniform is actually used in the shader code. OpenGLES may optimize away unused uniforms, causing get uniform location to return -1, which is exactly what was happening. Exactly. And I've tried it, like I've tried to like fake it a few times and it didn't work. It was like, oh, I know what you're trying to do. I'm still gonna butcher out the code. So this is what I had to do. I inserted it into fragment shader, set if frag type equals 10. Something it can't figure out. But if I tried to do it over here, do it like this, somewhere in the beginning, but it knows out color just gets overridden later. So it'll figure that out. That was a real kicker right there. It was like, oh, well, what you did didn't conditionally change anything, even though it's dynamic. And it would screw me. It would just be like, oh, your garbage, your garbage uniform is going to be put in the trash. And it did. So this was happening with map offset until I used map offset, so I had to create a new position, because you can't modify an input variable, so you need to create a new variable if you're going to modify the input variable, because the input variable has to get modified by map position, map offset. And I first did that and that worked, because I knew I can just use that one, but the resolution, not yet. The resolution I still have to figure out how it's going to work. On the PC it's pretty easy to resize. On the Android it's a little harder, so I have to run different devices in order to do it. Yeah, but I would still need to configure that with both shaders and kind of run some tests. Alright, so I set the uniforms after I use program. So what do we have use program in here? Use program. Ah, it's like this. It's like they've wrapped it so tightly around everything. It's annoying. It's inside INIT render. So he doesn't even call get shader that many times, because I've moved my update function. want to update render area is really window resize event in Windows, allegedly, supposedly. My create models 5 function is really my update. Where I have it screwed up is I have to make the character draw it again, and also I have the UVs flipped. I have to look at the shader for that, and this. I have one where it's fixed, another one where it's not fixed, and it's just all over the place. Vertices player start. So this is actually kind of how I want it. Let's run this for a second. Oh, it does build an orthogonal matrix, not a perspective one. I don't know, it has both words in here. So that is, yeah, 875. Maybe positive 875. They're both 875. This is the little scroll away. Huh. Functions a little differently. Then I got the other code with more buttons. Functions a little differently. With the update function being in a different place, I think. Yeah, it keeps scrolling, right? It just keeps going. It doesn't stop. Yeah, it's not stopping. I like it. That's weird. Oh, because it takes the last input and just stays there. There's no variable to kind of tell it key pressed, key not pressed. It's not like a keyboard, it's like touch. That's going to be another interesting one to fix. Okay, let's see here. What did I want? Oh, I wanted to fix the models first. This is the update function. So this needs to get that mouse event thing. Yeah, so I'll put this in renderer. What I really need to do is write the sprite class. And what the sprite class I have, I believe I already wrote a sprite class. Oops. Yeah, it's like my sprite has a matrix, which doesn't make any sense because I don't really use it. Let's just force ourselves into it. I don't know what the C++ file is going to do, but I know that the header file will contain this.